Nestled among emerald green mountains and fertile valleys, with one of the world's most pristine coastlines, Croatia, once a republic of the former Yugoslavia, stands poised on the edge of southern Europe, teetering between the Balkans and the European Union. Home to approximately 4 million Slavic people, Croatia's crowded metropolitan capital, Zagreb, contains 1/4 of the nation's population. Zagreb is the country's heartbeat, a historical and political nucleus of culture, trade, and industry. Croatians are proud of their hard-fought national identity secured during a bitter civil war taking place in the 90s, the wounds of which are still deeply felt in the national psyche. Croatians aggressively preserve and protect their culture and the folk traditions that identify and set them apart from other southern Slavs in neighboring Serbia, Slovenia, and Bosnia. Croatia is a staunchly traditional Roman Catholic country, identifying 88% of its population as Roman Christians, while only 22% of its adherents consistently attend Mass. Croatians aren't asking, how do I live the Christian life? Instead, the question is, why live the Christian life at all? Even so, shrines and altars to the Virgin Mary, considered a co-redemptor with Christ, dominate the landscape. Evangelical Christians comprise of only 0.03% of the population. How then does a small group of foreigners enter a patriarchal culture with a vision to plant fresh expressions of God's kingdom in a land that is resistant to change and fiercely values its traditions? Through Transforma, a 5-year-old community of maturing believers, developing cell-based churches in Croatia by connecting people to Jesus and to one another. Transforma invites genuine fellowship among a Christ-centered community with strong emphasis on joy in the process of transformation into the image of Jesus Christ. Transforma's vision is to see a weekly small group expression of the kingdom in each of Zagreb's crowded neighborhoods. These home groups form a single Christ-centered, life-giving church that gathers as a communal expression of joy in the Christian journey. One of Transforma's core beliefs is prayer must be crucial to fulfilling the Great Commission of Jesus Christ to reach the lost locally, regionally, and globally. Networking with other churches and nurturing a culture of prayer in our community of faith, Transforma believes a fresh movement of God in Croatia is a critical part of God's plans to reclaim secular Europe as a strong Christian witness. Reaching a people for Christ means reaching their children with a relevant gospel message. Utilizing English, the language of the European Union, Transforma is reaching out to Croatia's young populations through English workshops, camps, and a monthly Christ-centered gathering aimed at the hearts of Croatia's youth. Thankful for this fresh expression of God's goodness, we are pressing on through the joy and challenges that come with launching and maturing a burgeoning church plant. We are encouraged. National leaders are taking ownership in church life, and a citywide prayer movement has begun. We are convinced only a move of God will sustain this work and transform our feeble efforts into something significant, something lasting.